All right, we will start with Malika Andrews from ESPN.
Hey, James. Tonight you recorded your 7th triple-double. It's the most that any Nets player has recorded since Jason Kidd. What does it mean to you to be able to join a new franchise and have that kind of impact?
Honestly, I just try to find ways to impact the game and not just scoring the basketball. We have a number of guys that can put the ball in the basket. Defensively, rebounding the basketball, because it's one of the areas where we need to improve at. And just being a distributor, getting guys shots, getting guys, easy buckets I feel like is my job. And so just playing the game the right way and not forcing anything, trying to make the right play, trying to get guys shots. And that's kind of the mindset every single game. And, it's been working.
Thank you.
Bruce Beck, NBC New York.
James, learning how to win and what it takes to win. I think that's been a little bit of an evolution for this team, but lately, 9 out of 10, you have it together pretty good as a group. Do you feel that there's something coming together in that regard when the game is on the line?
Yeah, definitely. Our communication, especially when it's winning time, is very, very important, and we've been doing an unbelievable job of that. Getting stops when we needed to. We hear all the talks about us not being a very good defensive team. We're picking that up, and we're finding ways to continue to get better. We're not trying to be – obviously we want to be great every game, but, we're preparing for later in the season and postseason. And then we've been doing an unbelievable job of just handling adversity. Guys are in and out of lineups. Obviously TLC Jeff was out tonight. Guys stepped up, played big minutes, and contributed. Nick played unbelievable. And it's going to be like that. And once after the break, hopefully everybody's healthy. We're a full roster, and we can catch a rhythm and get it going.
Greg Logan, Newsday.
James, 2 things for me. First of all, you had no points in the first period, and then you had 20 in the fourth quarter and overtime. Did you sort of shift gears there, sense a need to shift gears? And then second, we might not get a chance to talk to you before Houston, but can you just reflect a little bit on what that game will mean to you?
I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive in that fourth quarter. Get shots for obviously myself and my team, and just take the best shot available. It was a tie game going into that fourth quarter. It was 1 quarter. You win the quarter, you win the game, and we did that for the majority of the quarter. And they made some big shots towards the end. But way to fight back and just continue to stick with it and come away with a win. And then as far as Houston, I'm excited just to go back to Houston where I basically had, an unbelievable career there and show me mad love and respect. And I'm just excited to be playing in front of those fans. And, I'm pretty excited.
Alex Schiffer, The Athletic.
Hey, James, you talked about since you got here how, Nick was trying to get healthy and you didn't know much about him when you got here. So just, I guess, what have you thought of him these past 4 games that he's played? And did you know really what to expect from him prior to, because you hadn't known him that long?
Nick was just working out, like just working his butt off, and I didn't know how far away he was. I didn't know his injury. I was still trying to get acclimated to everything that was going on around, obviously, the facilities and whatnot. But I just could tell he was working his butt off in the weight room, on the court, putting in the conditioning work. And, now he's on the court, it's paying off the work that he's put in. So all he does is play hard, and that's all you can expect from a young guy. The scoring and the other, flashy things like that plays will happen once you play hard. And he knows his role. It's something that we don't have to stress to him. He seems like he's comfortable out there. And once he gets into full basketball shape and continue to play games, I'm sure he'll be even better.
Brian Lewis, New York Post.
Hey, James. Twofold. Were you aware? I mean, was it a big topic of discussion coming in that this team hadn't won here in a regular season game in 2002? Did you guys even discuss that, or was that not even something that was brought up?
Not even something brought up.
Okay. And then the second part is that obviously you're growing accustomed to making history with these triple doubles, but I remember you were disappointed with your turnovers in the last game.
Yes.
And for you to have a 30-point triple double with no turnovers to play a game that clean, like, how much of a focus was that for you?
That it has to be that way. If I'm the point guard and my teammates and coaching staff is giving me the responsibility to handle the basketball, I have to do a really good job of with my passes, making them precise and not just giving away points. And I feel like, we harp about it all the time. If we get a shot at the rim, there's very little teams that can stop us and guard us. So that was an emphasis for myself, and it's going to be like that way to continue the rest of the season. Me just turning the basketball, whether it's careless or not, it can't happen. And tonight, I think as a team, we did a really good job of that. San Antonio was a great team. They're very disciplined. And if you don't, if you turn the basketball over, they'll make you pay for it. So it was emphasis for tonight, and we did a good job of that.
Christian Winfield, New York Daily News.
Hey, James, I got two for you here, too. One, I remember when you first got traded to the Nets, you said that you wanted to make sure that you made Kevin and Kyrie's life easier. Mm-hmm. And now we've got everybody else on the team as well saying that you have found a way to make their life easier on the floor. I'm wondering if that is a byproduct of them adjusting to you and your skill set, or you taking the time to learn everybody else's individual skill set and figure out different ways to make their lives easier. And then second, if I could just add on to the second question, 4,500 fans are going to be in Houston for this game that's coming up. Are you expecting any type of reaction or response for you? Obviously, everything that you did for Houston and then the way things ended in you getting traded.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously Kevin has been, for a few games. Kyrie makes the game easier for everybody, but I think a little bit of both, me learning the team and the team learning, me. All it is communication. Throughout the course of the game, we're all on guys at in their spots. And even tonight, there's a prime example. They were double teaming. Bruce did an unbelievable job of getting the ball in the middle of the floor. He got his floater, he got a lob, or he found Kai for a three. Just things like that where it's constant communication. That's going to help us. That way in the playoffs, we've seen everything. Now all we got to do is just talk about it and go attack it. So yeah, hopefully my job is to make guys' jobs a lot easier. So we can have a better chance of winning. And then as far as Houston, 4,500 fans. Time there was great. Obviously you came up short of a championship, or even the finals, but just, the work that I put in, hopefully those fans are, appreciated everything that I've done on the court and off the court. And I'm still continuing to do off the court, because, once there's a place that I call home, it's always home. So I feel like, I'm still a part of, everything and the struggles and everything they go through. So, I'm excited to go back there, see the familiar faces, see my family, and, play a game in the last game before the break.
Last question, Michael Grady.
I just wanted to piggyback on that, James, given your charitable work in Houston that you continue to do and reflecting on the way that, they embraced you from day one. Just what does the Houston community mean to you? What does it mean to you?
Everything. I feel like I've been there for 8 years and still reside there in the sense of a house. But my plan is to touch as many people as I can in the sense of whether it's food, whether it's water, whether it's building their homes, whether it's making them smile, whether it's whatever the case may be, just trying to touch thousands of people in that city, because they've done that for me and they showed me and my family that much love. So, and that's still going on. That process is still going on as far as trying to, get back to that city. So, nothing but love and respect. And, like I said, I'm excited to see some familiar faces and, play a game against the Rockets.
Thanks, Jay. Appreciate it.